Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution, and when we last left off, we finally arrived aboard the rifle bank station. Yes, it took us some time, I'm fully aware, since sneaking around in this game, or at least in this DLC, is a lot harder compared to the main campaign, at least in my eyes. But regardless, we also discovered that the commanding officer was responsible for setting us loose in the first place, at least from our confinement with the EMP chair. Of course, she wasn't doing this from the kindness of her heart. Instead, we have to investigate and also ideally disrupt the black site operation. And well, apparently Commander Burke and his goons, they won't be super happy with our interference, wouldn't you say? But before we continue through the security checkpoint, I think we should really check out his office and also try to locate the remaining two pieces of this rocket rifle launcher thingy we can get our hands on, presumably. Of course, it depends entirely on whether or not we actually want to increase our inventory, because we're not going to have too many practice points over the course of the rest of this DLC, I would assume. But regardless, for now we continue and see what we can do. At least we remember the location of the one rocket component, I believe. And this one is not too far away, thankfully. And since we knocked out most people, except for a turret, a robot, and one dude someplace, well, it should be hopefully somewhat manageable. But getting in his office, I mean, Burke's office, will be a bit more difficult, I would presume, wouldn't it be? Especially as a baby hacker. Yeah, of course, we are still a baby hacker. And, yeah, let's just review objectives before we continue. And I think this cannot be completed once we head through the security checkpoint. That seems unlikely, so if we want to do the side quest, we have to do it right now. And I think I can at least make a token effort, right? Maybe. Alright, I don't think there's anything going on in this area, but we can search, I suppose. Yeah, I think it's the only safe area on the entire station. It's only here for doing some shopping. Yeah, and Quinn, of course, was the guy also, yeah, writing that email, I think. Speaking of emails, there's another ebook. Huh. Practical Shootist Monthly. Yeah, crossbow system, we saw one of those, I believe. Alright, apparently they're working on the successor to the MP5 series of submachine guns, by looks of it. Yeah, the code Python. Managing recoil through augmented cyber limbs, yes, okay. 50 caliber rounds, especially hand cannons, I would presume. Yeah, the peps, I think that's what it is. Actually, it's not fantasy. We have the Typhoon if we want to do so. Yeah, right, because it's a war crime, maybe, and also inhumane for that matter. Oh yeah, for instance. Okay, well then, I suppose then we try to make this happen. We at least know the location of one of those parts. Hopefully there will be quest items and not regular inventory stuff, because there's no way we can hold this shit anyway, can we do? But let me guess, the parts for the rocket launcher will be a little bit larger, I would presume, yes? Wouldn't you say? Probably. And we have not found a way to actually deactivate some of these overhead cranes for that matter. I don't want to farm the game, but sometimes it could be useful to hack some of these panels, wouldn't you say? Maybe, but there shouldn't be anyone in this area, at least from this side. But it's good practice. Doesn't give us a whole lot of experience, but it's something. Even though level 3 means we'll probably get detected. Indeed we do. That's what I thought. Yeah. Clean sweep, I think I like it. So we get 75 experience from this only. Well, it doesn't hurt, I guess, as the saying goes. So back up we go into one of those containers, bypassing the turret ideally. Yeah, so of course the commanding officer was still upset with us, even though we did our best to knock out these people, not to kill anyone. But apparently it's still not good enough. And I do remember we left the one guy here someplace. Yeah, and what about... Yeah, he is fantastic. Well, hello there, friend. I think the parts were stored over here someplace in the far side of the room. One of those containers we investigated earlier. And thankfully all people are still asleep, so we don't have to worry about this angle, which is nice. Yeah, back here someplace. But as long as we can avoid the turret, I think it's fine. And I'm not quite sure how we can ever move these overhead cranes here. I simply don't see any way to make this happen. They said something about receiving department, wherever that may be, because I don't have a clue. Yeah, it wasn't one of those here, right? And apparently it seems to be a quest item, but we gain 0 experience for being a completionist. Okay, fantastic. And apparently we did leave one guy alive, or at least conscious. Maybe we should change that. It was the smoker, right? I remember now the smoker it is. Yeah, indeed the smoker. Well, it's maybe unnecessary, and we cannot go here because we cannot pick that augmentation, can we do? So I'm not quite sure where the receiving terminal is located. No idea, frankly. Right, this is a quest item, just double checking. Indeed, it's a quest item because it's like super large and it's only a trigger module. We also need, whatever do we need here? I think we need the launcher tube itself, right? And also the main frame of this thing. Well, that's there here, of course. Yeah, scope assembly and the launcher barrel. Alright, well, we can knock him out, I'm hoping. So that we can go around there anyhow.
Cargo crew to sector Alpha. Cargo crew to Alpha.
Yeah, expedient, of course. The commanding officer won't be super happy about this. Then again, we didn't kill anyone. I mean, what else does she want? You can maybe stealth for the entire area, that's a possibility, at least in theory, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Okay, another panel we don't really need to override, and there also was a guy stationed in the other loading bay, and there was also a door like this, but there was no way to proceed, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that VD. No idea, frankly. Okay, so since we were unable to bypass the crates because they are too heavy, maybe they've hidden something back here.
Civilian contractors.
No, not really right, just another way to sneak up on him. Okay, this one part, will be storing something in the other loading bay. Yeah, there's probably something in here, but how do we proceed to this area? I don't have the slightest idea. But if you can go from any places, it's probably from that ladder we saw, right? Wouldn't you say? But I don't think they would store 2 items in the same room. That seems unlikely. Yeah, the turret has better vision than the dude, I think, right? Probably. So, this is the other docking area. But at the moment there isn't a ship docked here. But we do have some presumably explosive barrels. Yeah, most likely. Okay, so there's a turret. It's slightly suspicious because it has about AI-controlled detection system or something along these lines. Okay, we can give it a try, and once again we have some heavy crates in here, so... Okay, whatever. Yeah, just in time, right? Okay then, so I think it's worth checking out, and there was also another container in the other area, and I think it could be of importance, who knows? Who knows indeed? Yeah, I think if we go to the highest level, they will tell us it is accessible. This may also be accessible, but I think they're just talking about the ladder access maybe, I'm not quite sure. But this probably connects in some way or another. And I think if I were the game, I would probably put some items back here, especially for a non-essential side quest. Probably. Well, hopefully it doesn't overtake our monkey brain. If we don't find these items, so be it, I suppose. But ideally we want to do all the quests in this standard expansion pack. Yeah, it's probably up here someplace. Yeah, I can see some gratings, so it's probably accessible. If we don't jump like a lady. We really do jump like a lady, especially considering we have augmented legs, even without picking any specific augmentations for that yet. It's just... Adam, it worked before, it can work again, you know? Don't be so obnoxious sometimes. Maybe they expect us to move a crate up here, and then it could be accessible. But ideally, you would think that we could just use a button someplace to summon this thing over here. Yeah, but how though? Evidently it's accessible, but there doesn't seem to be a second ladder back here. Probably for the other cargo bay, right? Well, before we waste our time with that, I think for now we head into the admin section, which I believe we have to access for here someplace, because the other area is locked off with a level 5 security pad. And there's no way in a million years we can hack that. Because level 5 hacking isn't all you need, you also need to remain undetected, you know. And especially against the level 5 security system, that's not going to happen.
Cargo crew to Alpha.
Yeah, okay, there's probably a console up here, and then we can move the crane around, but how do we get up here remains to be seen, because I have no clue, frankly. Not the slightest, frankly. Yeah, not at all. But evidently this crane is going to move in one way or another. Yeah, most likely. But it's not in the very obvious control room, you would think. It would be too easy, of course. Yeah, and this guy, maybe we knock him out because there should be a way to loop around, I guess. Yeah, probably. Alright, I think that's all we can do in this area. And I think a Burke's office is on a different level, isn't it? I think it is. But one thing at a time, as the saying goes. Yeah, we are here. This is only the first level. We have to use the other staircase. You get the idea. And this is the security checkpoint. Yeah, we have to go through here then for the checkpoint. We have credentials for that at least. I think Cobro, Alan Tyler, I think is our... Yeah, even though we don't look anything like a Belter Goon, we can just take one of these uniforms, can we not? It would full sum up maybe for 10 seconds, which is all we need, frankly. Most likely. Okay, maintenance, loading bay, and detention. Oh, yeah, speaking of detention, hello there, friend. Okay, one camera, we saw that. Via, huh? Okay, but obviously maintenance access, I did say that. This is the other area of the Goon. Probably, this is not cover apparently, or maybe I'm just mistaken. Okay, the turret probably doesn't swing over here, but we can maybe attract the dude himself by opening the door. That could work. No, apparently doesn't. And the door opens and closes very quickly. Now that's a delight. Turret is very large on the minimap, of course, as you would think. And this loops around to the other cargo bay. Right? Yeah, make him come over here, now come out, there's no one else around. I think it should be fine. Yeah, there we go, that's what I was hoping for. Come over here, don't mind the turret. Turrets are easy to avoid because they are stupid.
Here, come out now.
Ideally not. Not right now. Of course, he doesn't come all the way over here. That's fantastic. Well, we have a couple of stun gun darts, as it seems, because he bought them.
Sure something was here.
Of course there is. You're just an idiot, frankly. There we go. And the ammo we cannot carry because we have one firearm too many here, presumably. But I take the painkillers. No, we don't take the painkillers. So, but at least we take the cash. It's not a charity operation. The maintenance guy, Mr. Quinn, did say so himself. Yeah, another camera. Okay, but no dudes anywhere, which is interesting. And something about special operations. Well, how special indeed? We will find out pretty shortly, assuming we can get in that room. The camera, oh, apparently it doesn't actually connect to this loading bay. At least not directly. Yeah, but there's a level 5 security door which you can't open, of course, I guess. I don't think access can be gained through box office when it comes to this overhead crane, wouldn't you say? That would be stupid, frankly. Okay, level 2 keypad shouldn't be too much of a hurdle. We have 4 attempts in case we fail miserably, which we may. Yeah, because detection, as usual, is completely and utterly unavoidable.
Access granted.
Yeah, so that's the importance of stealth hacking, which we don't possess, of course. Okay, anyone in the room? Apparently not. And the door closes automatically, and that makes us an explorer video. Well, it's pretty obvious, right? Okay, pocket secretary, I see that. What's it all about? Your office door, and they're writing to someone, Manning. I have no idea. Office communication security, well, it says right there. But of course not the box office, that would be too easy. I think the newspaper has actually been updated. Yeah, remember the bioship angle? We didn't upgrade ourselves because we became suspicious for good reason. Of course, of course, of course. Republic of Australia. This entire thing doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't have to repeat myself, of course. Okay. 1 killed and 5 wounded. That's not a war. It's not a war at all, man. Oh, it's a minor skirmish at best. I'm not sure. We're talking about the Australian Civil War. Apparently, Belter is heavily involved in this area. So, why do we have a battle that only has 1 kill in action and 5 wounded? And they're pointing this out as a major engagement? I'm not sure that makes much sense to me. But then again, most of Australia is underpopulated, you know, severely underpopulated, or outright unpopulated. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't make any sense. Especially economic extraction of oil reserves in Antarctica, assuming they even exist, you know. Never mind a treaty that would ban extraction from anything in Antarctica. even with augmented workers, you know. That's just, you know, I'm sorry. I just don't see how.
Access granted.
Yeah, okay. Only because it was a level 1 security system. Okay, we already read that, of course. Rolling Bay, a free security bunker. Yeah, right. Insubordination. I smell insubordination. Yeah, and preliminary report from Peter Burke apparently directly. Now let's see, and apparently Nabi is mentioned as well, but it's nice. Alright, apparently still talking about the Australian Civil War. Wow, a whopping 20 ban. Really? Ja, bitte answer the telephone. But they're trying out some new augmentations by looks of it. I'm not sure which type of augmentation. Probably one they were developing in this black site of theirs. Okay, interesting. But nothing of immediate use to us, I would figure. That seems unlikely. Yeah, spec ops, so these are probably static images, I would figure. And they're planning what exactly? Subject 1. Could be Tracer Tong, incidentally. But I don't think he is. I don't recognize that mug at least. Yeah, and the airfield here someplace maybe could be. Oh, it's actually Simpson Desert. And a growing area. So they want to raid the drug lab then, I guess. I have no idea, frankly. And these post-it notes, they are not really visible. I mean, they're visible but not readable. Yeah, okay. And I'm running the game at the highest resolution, and any director's cut, these textures will be even lower res, I believe. Oh, there we go, event. And we have an... Well, this is our second part, the pistol. I think I take it. And let me guess, the last thing will be stored in a box office. Where else would it be? We can punch through here. For which purpose, though? To get into... No, of course not. It's on the wrong level. Subject 1. Okay, so, they're planning the operation, evidently. Yeah, insertion point, extraction point, and so on and so forth. You get the idea, it's pretty basic stuff. And yeah, it's taking place in desert someplace. With the irrigation fields. These circular fields seem to be the most effective way of irrigation, for what I've read at least. Okay, well, we can get through here. So we don't have to punch through the wall. Maybe not. Okay, well, of course, we can sneak around, not the problem in of itself. And it gives us another area to explore. Maybe. So where are we now? No idea. Underneath the camera we bypassed. Good. And we're going up a level. Again. And we're looking into another operations room, I think. Yeah, okay, where is that in relation to... Okay, so, well, fantastic. At least there shouldn't be anyone in here, I guess. Yeah, I don't see anyone. And we can... Yes, Adam should be able to get in here again. Okay, so they're planning another operation. Don't think I'm familiar with this particular portion. But apparently they are talking about a Christmas Island here. Of minor importance at best. There's no strategic value to Christmas Island. Nothing. Nada. Okay, in a computer and anything else we could get our hands on maybe. I mean, intelligence and information is good, don't get me wrong. But we are looking for money primarily because apparently we need to pay for our own supplies. That's always a delight when it happens, wouldn't you say? So maybe there's nothing to the overhead cranes and after all could be. Yeah, okay, so this is a part of the Spec Ops guys because they have to do the admin stuff someplace, I guess. Yeah, this is probably going to get us discovered immediately. Indeed it does. Unsurprisingly.
Access granted.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have this overlay here because time doesn't stop when we're reading the emails. Yeah, of course, it's always a problem, even inside Bell Tower. Yummy, yummy. Okay, advice about what exactly? Quotation mark. Well, these are contractors, but they aren't fools, apparently. At least not all of them. Ah, so it's the chaplain writing. Sure, they're very admirable aims, of course, I'm certain. Of course, the chaplain hasn't been in the camp himself, I guess. Okay, so far the largest engagement we've been reading about in the Australian Civil War of theirs has been comprising of what, like 20 people? On both sides combined? That's not a war. That's like maybe a border skirmish. Yeah, new territories, I believe, right? Chinese troops, no way. No way. It's the most unbelievable portion of the entire deal, frankly. No way there would be that many Chinese sympathizers in Australia. No way. But in a million years. Okay, apparently it is indeed a one-way affair, because we have no movable boxes and Adam Jensen jumps like a lady. Maybe he can jump diagonally. Indeed he can. Wow, fancy. Good thing it's not entirely contextual, right? At least sometimes. So we have two components for the rocket launcher, and I would assume the last one is in Burke's office, because where else would it be? I mean, it was pointed out specifically we should take a look-see at administration. And it's the only area, well, we still need to access in some way or another, of course. Okay, mind the cameras, please. Yeah, this is all, it was unlocked already, really. But of course, they have to account for baby hackers like myself. And, right, I think, yeah, what is that? It's probably just a pillar or something. And we didn't see any dudes, only some cameras. And we need to access the staircase because level 5 security, that's not going to happen. So this has been searched, this has been searched. We can punch through here, so it has to be through the door. I don't know what's around the corner, so... At least no living beings, just the camera. It's very predictable. And they cannot detect us running, I think. Okay, that could be an obvious hatch. Indeed, it's an obvious hatch, right? Danger of... risk of death, right? Confined space, be vigilant. Yes, I should take this to heart, of course. I should really take this to heart. I think there's probably a code for this here someplace if we look close enough. But I think we should be able to manage it regardless. Even though we have to capture 2 nodes, of course. And immediately discovery is super likely. Of course it would be. What else would happen? It's always the same story with us here. Come on, Adam. Come on, get this moving, please. Yeah. Fantastic. Level 4 now. Nope, not going to happen. Disconnect and try again. Well, it's not essential. But I don't want to blow any supplies if we don't absolutely have to, but maybe necessary, because this gets us detected with an 65% chance. Well, that's a miracle. May as well just be 100% sure, or maybe not. Huh. Alright, so we use one of those here after all, just to be on the safe side. Level 5 data cache, well, we can go for that, but it will be slow. How? Undetected still? I be damned. How is it impossible? We must be the luckiest hacker in the world.
Access granted.
Well, fantastic. And now we can open the cable duct access hatch. Indeed, we shall do that. Alright, so the camera. What's the camera doing right now? Looking over here. So, okay, fantastic. I suppose we do one thing at a time. This area is certainly worth exploring. But I don't think it would lead right into box office. Because there's still one story below that. Maybe with access through here then, wherever this could be. We are someplace apparently. It's not on the... Of course it isn't. Oh, a computer. This is where we were meeting, right? Just from the other side, I believe. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Yes, of course there will be some diseases associated with augmentations. Other than the crippling need for new pros. Yeah, but who's defining that incidentally? Probably the World Health Organization. They're updating their guidelines pretty often. Okay, Utah of course was the original Aventers, würde ich vergessen. Weil aber back here, what's in the danger? Level 2 terminal and a security hub. Well, that could maybe disable the cameras because I'm tired of having to deal with them. Yeah, voila. So, was historic back here with a computer in this tiny cubicle. Okay, sure. And I have no idea where this leads to here, so why don't we find out? So far, I'm liking my experience. It seems like a good idea to investigate every single nook and cranny. Yeah, with plenty of time.
Access granted.
Laser system, huh? Really? Where though? Wow. Apparently it's a laser system someplace. Even though I have no clue where that possibly could be. Okay, another ventilation shaft that leads to someplace, I guess. There was one dude, I saw that briefly. Alright, this leads to the other level then, I guess. Box office by chance? Okay, well, hopefully he's not home right now. Because someone is back here. But he is not the one. Okay, fancy chair, I can see that right away. And this connects even further. Alright, that may be an easier way to do this then, presumably. But before we commit here, let's just see what's on the other side. I think it looks like a generic office. Okay, but there isn't too much on this level anyhow. Except for this room. Unsurprisingly, there are some guards back here.
All quiet on this front. How about you?
Oh, we can't hear you talking from all the way back here, sir. I'm sorry. Oh, Sungun darts, always useful, and a damage upgrade. Well, let me guess what we have to make room for. A damage upgrade. Maybe we just sell the machine pistol, frankly, but then again, I'm not quite sure about ammo. That's the problem. Really is the problem. Yeah, I think the shotgun will be around for the long term. Okay, and someone has their... TYM again, I see at work. Wherever that could be. Someone's loft ones, I guess. Level 3. Okay, the door, I don't think it's going to come in here, so we should have some time. The bell tower way.
Pretty quiet night.
Yeah, they're not coming in here right now. Assuming, of course, they don't make too much noise. Vidi? Times have changed. Vidi, yeah. Of course, they bought out some competitors. Vidi? Well, times certainly have changed. Yeah, of course, I would have an a dude stationed right in front of the box office, as you would think. Well, okay, let's just see what's on the computer. I think level 3 we can hack that. Theoretically, it's a computer, sure, why not? I would explain the fancy light fixture we saw there. Aber we still have 3 nukes in case we need them.
Access granted.
So what do you have on your computer there, lady? Lieutenant Commander. But just Commander to everyone, I think.
All quiet on this front. How about you?
Interesting. So Burke is writing that to the commander to criticize her for questioning the Black Site operation, WD. Yeah, he's a commander and she is a lieutenant commander. That's one rank lower. At least it could be. I'm not quite sure how Beltau is operating, of course.
Damn thing.
But since they're based after the British guys, I think it would be safe to assume that. And someone is riding back from Beltau headquarters. Well, doesn't mean you can't have any concerns, right? Quite unbecoming. So she has at least tried to do something for official channels before she resorted to releasing us from the EMP prison. Then again, it was a coincidence. She just seized the opportunity. Yeah, that was our scientists, of course. Probably talking about us, I think. Well, hopefully she doesn't get discovered. Alright, well, interesting relationship they have there. So let's just see about the box office. Assuming we can hack his computer, which may be a level 5 security system, wouldn't you say? Probably something like this. I mean, maybe he's slightly sloppy, who knows? Very fancy back here. Is that a standard issue? Probably not. In the guard is of course looking into the hallway. Probably. Okay, there is whiskey. I don't think we need whiskey necessarily. A coalition for liberty. Is that UN propaganda? Yeah, of course they're setting up a UNETCO, or they will do this in a couple of decades in game. Or at least in universe. Yeah, this will be transformed into a global anti-terrorism fighting force, I guess. Yeah, transnational anti-terror force, there we go, exactly what I said. Of course, these events have been set in stone, courtesy of the original Deus Ex, so they have to account for that somehow, even if it doesn't make any sense. Like the, yeah, the whole Illuminati angle. Okay, it's a party heavy drinker, I think. That seems like the part. And... Sure, why not?
Any reason Burke's got a spare retinal prosthesis lying around his office?
He just received it this evening from the Tai Young Medical Corporation. HQ had a custom set made especially for him, as a thanks for so many years of good service. Why?
He'll probably be real angry when he realizes it's missing. Jensen out.
I would have to take it, right? if there's no need, we can put it back. If it doesn't serve any purpose for us. I mean, it's an idea. Okay, so I don't see anything else of interest. And why did we say we're in his office right now? I mean, she's on our side, but people could be listening in. Adam, once again, you're a complete, complete idiot. Oh, thankfully it's lit in red white. Secret stash, huh? Where does it open though? Back here. Okay, fantastic. Well, so he will bind presumably Mr. Burke. Peter Burke, apparently. Well, I mean, hopefully we don't leave any fingerprints, but then again we cannot, because we don't have any, yeah, you know what. We only have augmented arms.
Access granted.
Hopefully some dirt on this computer, even though it hardly matters to us, of course. Silver from... Oh, that must be the harvesters again. Oh, no, actually, interesting. So Omega is connected directly to the Tyrants? Maybe? It's classified, of course it is. Oh no, they're actually talking about Megan. But eventually, she will break, presumably, I think. Probably. Everyone is the breaking point. Yeah, we have the hero complex, apparently. Wasn't that fantastic? Well, I think it's fair to say. Although we didn't really, well, rise up to make that role happen for us. I think we just, yeah, just happened to be that way, right? The role assumed control of us, essentially. Not the other way around. Mind crash, okay. I think they're talking about something going on in this black site facility of theirs. Yeah, there are some downsides to integrating electronic devices into your body, of course. Hydra. Well, we should keep this in mind in case we can figure out what that possibly could be. And Helix 1. Really? That Helix 1? Maybe they're just fond of using that particular word. Could also be. So maybe Australia is just a proving ground for something. Yeah, it's a for-profit corporation, of course. For safe, okay, so we can find some information in case we are oblivious. Yeah, special engineering services. Right, at least it came from the inside. And what's with that flag here? Wow, we're not quite sure about this. Oh, do I see? What is that? I think it's actually just in remote control, I think, right? Okay, so let's see what is stored in his secret stash. Credits, of course. In a Burke's revolver. And some ammo for it. Well, it's a gold-plated revolver. How... Yeah, right, okay, fantastic. But do we want to take it? Well, maybe we can steal this revolver, but then again, die Maschine bist du heilen for revolver. And this gives us like what? 2 bullets in total. Although shooting him with his own revolver could be funny, granted. And what type of commander runs around with a gold-plated revolver? Okay, how much ammo do we have for the machine pistol? 50 rounds, plus 30 in the gun, I think. I suppose we can drop it and see what this will give us. Dropping items on the ground, thankfully, is inaudible in this game. Okay, revolver, and then we have... Wow, really? What a miracle. Right, okay, so that's a 5-shot cylinder because it's a hand cannon, I guess. I'm not quite sure I need it, frankly. I think the machine pistol would be rather more useful. But this could upset him personally. So, well. Right, what do we have in terms of augmentations? We have 3 praxis kits, so maybe we just cave in and finally upgrade our inventory. Otherwise, we can never store this rocket launcher. And maybe set a machine pistol, but of course, running around with 15 bullets for a revolver. What's the point of that? 15 headshots, maybe? But we need to upgrade our inventory anyway to solid rocket launcher, because otherwise that's not going to happen. So I suppose we make that exception for us, even though I would put it in hacking, preferably. Yeah, I think, where was it again? Under... Yeah, there we go. 2 columns. 2 columns only? Is it even worth our time? 2 columns means, well, with the 3 columns, they actually store the... I think the rocket launcher is this large, I think. Yeah, probably like this here, I would figure. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't fucking make any sense. We don't need this thing around here. It's just way too large, and the ammo is just way too stringent because, as is customary here in this game, of course. I'd rather have the machine pistol back. because these people actually carry this particular firearm, you know, so we can have the ammo to support it. And we leave the safe open because we just love to rub things in. Okay, so where's the last piece though? We didn't find all of them, did we though? No, we didn't. So the launcher barrel needs to be in one of those rooms we haven't investigated just yet. Wow, isn't that lovely? Oh, it's in one of those overhead cranes, also a possibility. Yeah, the most convoluted way of getting up there. I guess we could open the door, knock out the guard. Although this would probably raise the alert. Depends on what we can see once we enter the staircase, but it must be laser tripwire someplace because we deactivated a set laser tripwire. But the camera isn't really connected to the other fucking grid, really. Why not? Unbelievable sometimes, frankly. So we still have to worry about the cameras then, I see. Wow, that's lovely. Okay, that means which room didn't we not investigate? This one, right? And also the other three ones, I think. Okay, a security checkpoint with a camera and a dude. If it's only one dude, I'm not too concerned. Yeah, we can knock him out, no problem. Once we have recharged our energy pip. Oh, there's another dude here. This idea.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah, for now at least, right? This is not cover because it's not a flat object, in case you're wondering. Also means we have to knock him out, drag him around here or something in between. Oh, it's going to be difficult. This is probably a Spec Ops guy, I think. Come on, Adam. Come on. Drag him around here, please. Hopefully that's good enough. I think it should be. And you have what on your body there? Some beer and some credits. Okay, it's better than nothing. I think we may have to eat an energy bar. Let's have something in reserve in case we need to knock him out. And stuff up at the same time. Could also shoot him, of course, but not in the face because everyone has the inflict ability.
Nice and quiet.
Is it two people or just... I think this guy's just talking, right? I haven't accounted for this possibility, apparently.
This is fucking boring.
Yeah, this is a Spec Ops guy. We can see it from a mile away, of course. Yeah, and we're leaving him alive, right? Exactly, especially the Spec Ops guys. Yeah, why would we do? But I'm not quite sure. Some credits, and you had what exactly? A combat rifles. There's our first assault rifles, I guess. Okay, then. Get in here, check out these rooms. And also get ourselves a pistol. Normal, so far so good. I think we've achieved something meaningful. Who's saying that? Adam isn't talking to himself, is he though? That's my job. Well, we know stealth dudes are a possibility in this game, but at the moment no one has detected us, so I don't think this should be the case, right? Okay, security level 2, and we know the code incidentally. Nothing too concerning. Maybe we should drag the bodies in here, but I don't think it will be necessary. Impoverished, well, depends on who is yeah, deciding to fund them and how exactly. Oh, apparently we have a distinction between military flights and civilian space flight. Yeah, well, we're not quite sure about this. Because Moonbase Omega was one of those things that actually rendered in Piko's headquarters. So for all we know, Moonbase Omega might not even exist, you know. Yeah, spy satellites, primarily I would figure. Okay, so it's all privatized in this universe. That doesn't surprise me, frankly. Okay, some cash. And the computer. Anything else? Because looking underneath these tables can be worthwhile sometimes, as we found out. And this is the security thing, I guess, right? Security officers area, whatever they call it. Oh, how great. Well, well, what's the point of that? Is it even necessary? Okay, there's a suppressor, which does make our pistol larger, I believe, right? It's also lethal, incidentally. I figured rather carrying some energy packs around, frankly. Okay, we can also put it on the machine pistol, I guess. Or sell it. If we are short on dough, maybe, but it's also pretty large because case in point. Are we going to upgrade our hacking? Level 4 could be useful down there in the detention center, of course. We still need to look for that stupid launcher barrel. Where could this thing possibly be? I have no idea, frankly. Okay, we have it, so we get it. These are with 2 praxis points, I guess. Okay, we try that. Maybe it's worth using. Who knows? Of course, the security officer has a better security system on his personal computer. It's pretty much a given. Okay, level 1 security, really? Huh. But let me guess. Indeed. Of course. Yeah, level 5. Fantastic. We should still be able to do it, I think. Yeah, there we go. No problem.
Access granted.
Well, I don't think spending 1 point on this and also the XP was really necessarily worth it. So let's just see what they have on their computer. Okay, so the same email is sending to everyone. Yeah, also this stuff here. Okay, apparently they're practicing their skills for decryption. Right, so there was nothing of interest on this computer, nothing whatsoever. No, I didn't miss an email because it was 4 in the inbox, and we did read on 4. And you can tell me, well, we don't need the augmentation to get that suppressor, do we though? Really, do we want to carry this thing around? I think it does make our pistol larger, but I may be misremembering. Maybe it's just the icon, you know. So, it doesn't make the pistol larger, but in this case we don't have anything to worry about. I don't think we will sell a pistol though. Yeah, this leads straight to detention here someplace. Yeah, we still want to check out these other 3 rooms, and then there's 2 more rooms upstairs. Well, one of those should give us access maybe to this overhead crane. Some control equipment maybe, you know, anything in between. Yeah, there's the security checkpoint. Detention camp 5. Of course, they have multiple blocks, we already know that. I think. Operation security is open, that's suspicious. Well, someone is working back here. That would be the reason. He's busy, we can knock him out. If we want to.
Thinks he's hot shit because he's in special operations.
Yeah, isn't it? You tell me, pal. Corridor wide, okay, security panel, alert panel. Of course, they have their camera systems everywhere. And another dude back here somewhere. Wow, this was ideal. So, logistics, well, that would be the location of our final piece, I'm thinking. Probably.
Send the report, send the report. Oh, I'll send him a fucking report.
Yeah, to Mr. Burke himself, I guess. Okay, well, he seems to be also looking at the computer. So I don't think he will notice. Although he's moving now. I don't think we're visible.
Never heard of dispersing poisonous gas via the ventilation. You gotta be crazy.
Well, maybe that's the security system down there. Could be. Yeah, I don't think it's coming over here, but it's a bit hard to say. Yeah, I don't think he is, right? Hopefully. I don't see him. Can we knock people out if they are working on the computer? Well, we find out. Indeed we can. Because there's an animation for people being knocked out in a chair. Okay, that's funny. But what are we doing, Adam? Okay, pistol ammo. Which we cannot take because we are full on crap again here. So it must be our second stack of boxes, then I would figure, or something in between. All the chances are... Well, are we going to need that much ammo? We don't know, of course. How much pistol ammo do we have by chance? Yeah, we just have 1 firearm too many. I think I would just start the machine pistol and hang on to the shotgun. I think it's maybe the better idea because getting on my nerves. Okay, security hub. And now we can finally deactivate these cameras on this floor. Yeah, took us some time, VD, but okay. Anything else? Is he actually moving? I don't think he is, right? Okay, backpack. Data storage device. For what purpose? I'm not quite sure. Because we need to... I think we already have one of those, don't we? I think we did. Of course, this computer is unlocked, as you would think. Yeah, they're bored out of their minds, apparently. Okay. Yeah, thankfully communications are still blocked. Yeah, they were talking about us, I think. Yeah, the escort we knocked out. I think that was the security officer aboard the ship, right? I think that was the case. Right, okay, they're trying to keep the secret from Burke, at least for a little bit. Can't really blame them. So, what's with that item we just received? I thought we already had one of those. There's another ventilation shaft to get into, and also an armory locker, or it's a weapons locker, with some machine pistols, okay, which you cannot carry, of course. Anything else? Painkillers? Well, it gives us maybe like 2 bullets at most. Who knows what it gives, I guess. Yeah, 2 painkillers. That was as an first aid station, I guess. Yeah, what is that? This is a quest item, evidently. So we have a data storage device. What is it good for? Okay. Is that useful? I don't know. Maybe it can come in handy. So that leads into this office, I think. So what about this guy though? He was moving at one stage, I think. Or he could be in the room on the other side here with the... let me guess, it's one opportunity. One of those very few where we can punch through walls and knock out someone at the same time. There's even a special animation for this. The Illuminati are the secret masters of the planet. Yes, they are actually. If only they knew. Well, if you want to read all about the Illuminati, which of course is not a work of fiction, well, you're free to do so. Yeah, the United Nations, the World Bank, and the European Union, which apparently still exist in this universe. Yeah. They want control of us all. Yes, and all capital letters, of course. What else then? Can we take that baseball cap? I like the look of it, frankly.
Access granted.
Of course, Black Market, we know exactly what's going on with that. Yeah, comfort items. Yeah, like the Vank bags, presumably. Acting Quartermaster, okay. Okay, they're ordering some cooking supplies. Oh, that's super important. Maybe not all they're looking for. They also want some grenades and some uniforms with the bed sheets. Okay, so stop for grenades and then for uniforms and bed sheets. Well, of course, everything comes on the same ship or the same aircraft for that matter. Oh, X and cotton. Okay, X is just a code name for grenades. Okay, good to know. So at least one guy back here someplace. Okay. Depends, of course, on how alert he will be. Yeah. Yeah, that's the elevator. I think just loot all the way around, so it only leaves the staircase and then the 2 rooms next to box office, I think, right? Protection Service Division. Not where I would be storing some rocket launcher parts, I guess. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, in case in point we only have some door and here another machine pistol we cannot carry. And there's another vent in here. Okay, interesting, but I'm really giving you all the options. But I don't think you can hack this computer while the guy is looking at his data pad. No one would be that oblivious, I think. Harvester concerns, yes. Oh, they did, of course. Then we gave him the leftovers, the bodies that didn't qualify for processing. Yeah, but apparently the higher ups are okay with that. I mean, with the basic concept of the harvesters working with bell tower, that's kind of concerning. So this is not exactly unofficial then, just a secret. Who's writing that? DoD government and from some place, sorry, I don't recognize BN. Oh, there we go, Brunei apparently. Alright, this is just talking about the weather still. Okay, nothing too concerning then, but it's interesting exploring the area. And we have another way to go for here apparently, but of course it's the trope of this game in particular, these van-sized vans. Although Adam is probably one of those more agile people. And it makes us a traveler because now we're underneath the staircase and they have an energy boost in here and some nuke viruses, and this one we cannot carry of course. But we can take the cash of course. Okay, these are rather essential, but they're also super large. I think it's a 4x4 wide, isn't it? I think it is. But we have 4 of these and we know where it is if we come back here at one stage. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so that leaves us with the staircase, 2 people and then 2 more offices to search through. And man, I want to do this rocket launcher quest if you don't mind. Because we already have 2 parts and why stop there? I mean, where else can that ship be stored, frankly? Not in the box office, evidently. Though Hangsha, of course, is where we came from. Yeah, they're very upset about the harvesters, but maybe not. Because they're working together with them, of course. Okay, why don't you see which area, or at least which angle would be more suitable for our attack vector. And these rooms we want to investigate are which ones exactly? The box office, okay, I think it's actually on the other side through that level 5 security door. So sneaking through here is going to be difficult. Not impossible, just difficult. Yeah, alright, so the same setup as on the lower floor, I suppose. Should be able to hide behind these pipes then. Maybe. Yeah, stay in cover because peeking out of cover or just crouching, that's a different thing in this game, of course. Yeah, Peterburg is special operations. The other guy is looking to this other office, of course. Yeah, he needs to be gone first, the guy on the far side of the hallway. And then we can worry about this guy, baby. Hopefully it's manageable. Oh, we could drop down here. This apparently is also an option. Yeah. Okay, so apparently we need to do this then. After all, also frees up some inventory. Okay, now he's turning around, which means I have to make a move for him. Which I cannot really do, right? Realistically speaking. Okay, this guy is behind the pipe, so... barely. Well, if it comes down to the wire, then we have to do it, I suppose. But hopefully it doesn't come all the way.
What a night.
Yeah, what a night indeed. How about you turn around, friend? Yeah, don't have any spec ops guys up here, which is good. Okay, about the other guy never moves, we know that already, so... I mean, realistically speaking, he should move once in a while, but he has been posted specifically in front of... Oh, shotgun, yeah, in front of the office. So it gives, I guess. We can apparently also drop straight down, even better. Yeah. This is the office we already investigated by chance. No, actually cannot be, because the computer is still locked by the looks of it. Oh, even better. Yes, good thing we checked then. At least in my opinion. Okay, Goatman, whatever that could be. So we didn't find any parts, so it must be someplace else. But getting through that level 5 security door, that's not going to happen. But it, well, we can check it out, of course.
Access granted.
Yeah. Okay, so they're still having their games, I see. Under no circumstances will you pursue an independent investigation into Burke's ongoings, apparently. And it comes directly, okay, eyes only, directly from Bell Tower in London. That's where the headquarters are located, of course. Okay, well, of course, that doesn't really tell us anything new, necessarily. Not really. So we only came here for some stun gun darts. These are useful, don't get me wrong, but still I was hoping for a little bit more. Maybe something of interest in here. Apparently they have nothing in the locker that we can use, I should say, of course. Yeah, and I think the level 5 security pad is over here. I don't think they have a post-it note right next to it. That seems unlikely. And we don't know the code, do we do? Indeed we don't. Yeah, I think it's level 5. So, great. Well, we knock out the guy. But we could upgrade ourselves to level 5 hacking if we absolutely want to do this. But then again, I guess ultimately I would like to upgrade my hacking anyway. So why don't we do it here right away? Makes it a little bit easier, otherwise I have to go all the way around. It's going to be super tedious and run out, you know. And maybe also one pip and hacking here incidentally. Yeah, at least in stealth angle, because getting discovered that easily is annoying. It makes it ever so slightly less likely, you know. And Adam is not a baby hacker, at least he hopes to be. Yeah, and that's all the rooms on this floor incidentally. So you can have the claim that we aren't thorough, right? I think we've been pretty thorough. But where else would this rocket thing be stored? We only found 2 parts and they were not in Burke's office, so... Well, 5 security systems. That's always a good start, and it's only 15% detection radius. Well, could be worse, frankly. Yeah, okay, well, we managed to do it after all.
Access granted.
Hopefully it will pay off. Yeah, that is accessible in some way or another. I'm pretty certain about this. Just a matter of finding the panel someplace. I don't think it will be in any of those. I don't, it could be though, by chance. Yeah, I think the only container we didn't manage to get into was back here someplace, right? Maybe it can be facilitated. Yeah, we still cannot override robots, incidentally. Maybe there's a ladder over here I missed, because there should be a way to get up here. I'm sure about this. Yeah, there was someone stationed in front of this door, right? And, well, it would open, at least I would think so, but evidently doesn't, so that's a bit strange. There could be some purpose to this. If I see any... Oh, maybe he's in here. Well, in this case, we do have some crates, don't we? I think we do. They're right over here, incidentally. If we don't throw them, the robot shouldn't be able to notice. Yeah, but we need the 3rd crate apparently. There are only 2 here, aren't they? No, they actually 3 are here. But in this case, I think we can make this happen. Maybe. So we step on this crate, we put it down here, and now we should be able to get up. Maybe. Well, if I were a rocket launcher, where would I be? In here? Well, we don't know, but we can pick up some crates, I think. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's all for nothing, who knows. We try to... Oh, yeah, I think that is right. Okay, can we get the other crate as well? Without falling down? That may not be possible. Yeah, I think it's right in here. But without the jumping augmentation, we just cannot, right? I think. It's just ever so slightly too high. And there's no running jump. But I think it's in here. If only we could get the other crates up here now. Well, it just so happens that there are 3 additional crates in this room. And we need exactly 3 additional crates. And since I didn't want to do this with the robot being around, I just used an impale grenade. As it turns out, if the robot gets blasted by the impale grenade, it does not raise an alert. So technically, we're still a stealth operator. Yeah, I sure hope at least. And these crates we cannot throw across the room incidentally because they are fragile, in case you're wondering. Okay, then so we need 3... Okay. Well, it should be doable, I'm thinking. I really think it should be. We can climb on top of here with items in our hands. I'm pretty certain about this. Even though it's a hassle. Because evidently what we need to be doing is to get us that leg augmentation. Okay, but one crate is still not high enough. Need to use the same layout as down below here, incidentally. So, well, there we go. So, there are obviously multiple ways to do this. The game developers fully intended you to, well, buy the leg augmentation, I guess. But since we didn't, so, okay, there we go. Two crates on top of each other, and then we need a stepping stone here, of course. Which means the third crate comes with us as well. And hopefully I did see things correctly. I'm not looking at phantoms back here. You don't throw these crates, they are destructible. And now we can move in here. And there's the launcher barrels. I was not seeing things. Also some cash, incidentally. And a reload speed upgrade, which could be good. But once again, 0 completionist bonus up to this point. I think we just study machine pistol, maybe. Even though we don't have ammo for that thing. Yeah, put on shotgun again. So if you go loud, we use the shotgun. I think it's fine. Yeah, get rid of the machine pistol, the ammo. And then maybe see if you get another praxis point. Yeah, so there we go. It can be done after all. That's what I thought. I think it's only 3 crates in this room here, like in total. And they still haven't figured out how we can get to the overhead cranes, incidentally. I simply don't see a way, but since we just have some time to spare, why don't we take a 1 or 2 aside here and see... yeah, why then? I mean, we can only play the crate angle to a certain degree. And the last time we checked, it should be openable, but it isn't apparently. That's interesting. And there's nothing inside here which we don't already possess by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused by this, frankly, because where else would it be accessible? Just for flavor? I don't think so. I think it's just for flavor in this game, usually. Whatever, we cannot figure it out, so that is I guess, and the robot is also now gone. But of course, since we're going to leave the level here pretty soon, this is of no consequence. Alright, so there we go.
Ah, still alive, are you? What
Yeah,
can I
for
do for you?
now, we have our special offer.
Got those parts for me?
Yeah, take a look.
Aye. Let me see what you got there.
Was pretty hard to
Fucking
get,
deadly.
really.
That's all of them. Give me a sec with me tools, I'll get them sorted out right and proper. Right then. That'll do you.
Of course it is.
Anything else I could be helping you with then?
Okay, at least we gain a chunk of experience, but for now I think what we need to be doing is to get rid of the machine pistol.
What are you buying?
Yeah, selling actually. Yeah, get rid of the machine pistol, please. It doesn't sell for anything anyhow. Yeah, sold out, that's all we're getting here apparently. Okay then, so do you have no inventory by chance? I don't think you will, right? Yeah, he still gives us a discount, thankfully. Laser targeting system. Maybe you could have sold a box revolver to him, that could have been funny. No, so we have 2 rockets. I mean, we did all this legwork for the rocket launcher, so why wouldn't we?
No refunds.
Yeah, no refunds, and case in point, this thing is super large because this one is not a quest item, of course. And I'm fully aware that knocking out all the people on top here and disabling most of these security systems would be super suspicious. But of course, it's just a video game, so eventually, well, we can just accept for what it is, you know. But realistically speaking, it would make no sense whatsoever. Okay, so let's just see here. How large is that rocket launcher? Probably pretty large. Do we have a pressing need for the pistol? That's actually a question we need to be asking ourselves. And then we have a shotgun and we have a rocket launcher, but we could fit it in here. I don't think up to this point we have fired a single shot in anger with the pistol. Haven't we? I don't think we have. So I do believe we just also get rid of the pistol then, shouldn't we?
What can I do for you?
Yeah, why not? We can get pistols from all these goons essentially for the most part.
What are you buying?
Yeah, let's just get rid of the pistol then. That's something I thought I would be saying. Sold out, and also the ammo incidentally. Even though we saved up 20 bullets, really. That's 20 bullets, whatever. Okay, get rid of it all. And it's only 30 bucks here anyway, right? For each cartridge, or a set of 5 or anything in between. So now we should be able to hold the rockets, for instance, and also the launcher. Maybe. I mean, do you have anything else on offer that would interest us? Yeah, he doesn't even add the pistol ammo to his current inventory. Shotgun cartridges, I think he has refilled them at least. Okay, but we should probably. Another set of 15. Telephone ammo no need, and otherwise I think we're good for now. Yeah, okay, that's fantastic.
No refunds.
So can we hold this rocket launcher now? We still cannot hold the fucking rocket launcher. So what else is in... Must be like this large, right? Probably. Now with automatic inventory arrangement enabled. So there we go. How large is it? We can store the rocket launcher and the shotgun and some supplies, but not the stun gun. Oh, I don't want to get rid of the stun gun necessarily, right? But since you're completely out of praxis points, I guess you can come back to it later, but probably not because, you know why? It's going to be in transition zone, so if we knocked also... So... Right, okay, well, there we have it, and apparently we have to activate the warhead. I'm not quite sure how and why, but hopefully I can figure it out on the fly, wouldn't you say? That would be swell. Otherwise, with one EMP grenade, I had to leave or sell the remaining ordnance because our inventory system... I really do hate the Tetris-style inventory system. I hate it from the bottom of my heart. It's not very good, frankly. Okay, so we have one rocket launcher with 3 rockets in total, and I think it's all we're going to get. Otherwise, we have the shotgun, which has plenty of ammo, as you can tell, because we didn't expend a single shell up to this point. We've been saving up, but despite that, we only managed to get 20 bullets for our pistol, plus 10 in the gun, for instance, so 30 in total for the entire campaign. That should tell you something or two about ammo, yeah, scarcity in this, yeah, game in general, right? Not just the missing link. Okay, I think we're set to go then.
Huh? What's that noise?
Oh, gonna be fucking serious with this. Maybe there's a cloak here after all, but I think it was the guy on top here hearing us, right? Stationed in front of Burke's office. Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay. Yeah, probably because it's open here, right? For whatever reason. Yeah, actually he's coming down. Well, if he wants to come down here, then we knock him out, maybe. Of course, there's a staircase. Not that we can carry anything, of course. Any additional stuff, I should say. Unless something were to snake, which of course it doesn't. But also another guy we don't have to worry about. And we have some cash here, because apparently, yeah, machine pistol, that's what I thought. Not even any spare ammunition for him. So, are we finally clear to proceed then, I'm hoping? We should be able to get through the first security checkpoint, and this is a one-way affair for us. Yeah, because we already saw that, didn't we? Initiate scan.
Activating security scan.
At least this thing doesn't care about the fact that we don't have any matching uniform. We're carrying a rocket launcher around, but where exactly, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't exactly fit, well, you know, back here someplace.
Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized.
Yes.
Access granted.
Excellent. Lieutenant Taylor is on his way without the Belter uniform. And let me guess, no, it's actually still not. Well, some place, of course, there will be a transition point, so this will be indeed the point of no return. For here, I would figure, or maybe not. I'm not sure what we're looking at right here, but we figure out pretty shortly. Immediately I can see someone, maybe. Yes, and of course, these are all elite goons. And this is the hush-hush secret portion of the base, I would figure. I'm not sure what we're going to use the rocket launcher for, maybe against Burke. I mean, I only did it because it's a nice side quest, I guess. But it was the only reason, frankly. Yeah, we didn't level up from this by chance, did we though? No, of course we didn't, but it's not too far away. So maybe that's the hoping. Yeah, all the pocket secretaries didn't even give us anything of use. Yeah, security mainframe inside the camp, which of course will be located in the central command tower. And the central command tower is where exactly? All the way on the top, maybe, probably. But at the moment, we don't seem to know where it could be located exactly. And there's no way to get through the security checkpoint without actually uploading our credentials, right? You are here in the belly of the beast, so I think it will update it once we cross this yeah, doorway here, presumably. Okay, well, of course, the Belter goons everywhere. And these are the... I don't think it's a mistake, and there's the central security tower.
You've been detained for conspiring to commit a terrorist act. After processing, you will undergo a preliminary medical examination. At that point, I'm sure you will have the opportunity to raise your concerns.
Yeah, Belter does that to people.
We will determine if you are the right or wrong person. If you cooperate, not.
We were made to cooperate.
You can't just hold me here. This is wrong. You can't lock up someone who's innocent. You can't keep us locked up.
Yeah, it is very illegal, but then again, Belter doesn't operate within the usual military laws. I was thinking about what we should be doing in this area. Because I don't think the base commander would be too upset if we were to start killing some of these Spec Ops guys, I think. Yeah, it's a nightmare. This entire area seems like a nightmare. And of course, we haven't even made our way into the detention camp itself, you know, with the processing and the harvesting and all the other nasty stuff, because they're still looking for some DNA markers, don't they? Yeah, whatever happens if they see us, because evidently they can do this. I mean, we can stealth, of course. So how many people can we immediately see, except for this guy? Chinese fellow, I think. Well, we could eat an energy bar, I suppose. Even though one pip would go to waste then in this case. It looks like rifle ammo. Well, I think we should be able to get up here at least, but then what? I think maybe we start a prison riot, but it would only end in termination presumably. Okay, he seems to be stationary over here for at least a little bit. But at the moment we don't know anything about this area, of course, other than it being pretty expensive. Well, we could just shoot our way through here, but then again, why change our modus operandi? And the prisoners, they can take revenge on these Belter goons, I think, maybe. Yeah. Let the body fall where no one can see, ideally. What? What in the action? What? It wasn't even... What? What? How? What? It was cloaked. It was stealthed, and this guy still detected me? What? Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit. There was no reason for this whatsoever. What? Then I fall through a hole in the floor I can't even see. Okay, but wasn't actually saw that, right? I was sneaking up on him. I was cloaked, and then suddenly, full alert! Immediately everyone is fully aware of my position. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. What in the actual fuck, dear mates? I mean, if it wasn't for me falling through that hole in the floor, I would have set it for this result here regardless, but still, what in the actual heck there? Fucking bullshit, man. Okay, this time around we knock him out while he is talking to a prisoner and see if it changes the outcome. Fucking bullshit, man.
You've been detained for conspiring.
There we go. Oh, wow, do we have anything to say about this? Maybe. Yeah, he just going back to the bunk bed, I guess, but we don't have the key card for this, unfortunately. So, yeah, but the actual heck there, mates. I'm sneaking around, I'm stuffing around, and suddenly I get detected for no concernable reasons. It doesn't seem very fair, does it, though? Okay, but I guess, there's this one guy in the security room, unsurprisingly. Fucking bullshit, mates. Okay, let's just see what else in the area. I mean, there's nothing we can do about these prisoners right now.
You can't order you indefinitely without trial. We have rights under the Geneva Convention. I want a lawyer.
Yeah, you sound like an Australian, right? So probably you are a combatant captured during this Australian Civil War of theirs. Yeah, probably. Okay, good. I mean, it's too funny what just happened there, but also slightly frustrating. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have access, so we have to override this from someplace else. Of course, these Spec Ops guys are heavily augmented. Yeah, this is too heavy, but there's probably something in here.
Please, let me go.
Yeah, well, maybe we can make this happen later at one stage. But of course, I think this is actually destructible. But using a shotgun for this will be pretty noisy. Okay, we see like what? Okay, well, I spoke too soon. That leads all the way. Wow, really? That's a pretty large detention camp.
This is a nightmare. I don't belong here.
What about these goons over here, for instance? Yeah, okay, that's maybe not a good way to go here. Is there anything down below we could investigate? Maybe a vent, or but of course it leads upstairs here, as you would think. Interesting. Well, I don't think that would see it as necessary. We want to engage in some world-building, don't we?
Call the embassy. They will vouch
Oh.
for me.
Fix that wall, huh? Well, we don't have the opportunity anyway, I would figure. Yeah, Berkelsen got a hard ass. Uncompromising leader. I think the contingency plan consists of, yeah, nerve gas. Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going to happen if they press the panic button. Okay, so this guy is the station there. The other guy comes over here now, I think. Maybe. Now we can hope for that. And there's another level. Pocket secretary and some credits. Okay, we leave the gun behind because there's no way we can actually store that stuff right now, not even remotely so. Okay, let's just see. Hopefully some access codes. Detention silo B, apparently. Okay. So, they're probably talking about this area in the middle, I would figure. Why is he coming over here as well? Maybe he is, in which case we should probably make a move against him, but it means it's one less guy we have to worry about. If we get detected again through some bullshit mechanic that wasn't really explained very well, because I just don't see how that could have possibly happened. These guys, they were not in view of this guy incidentally, that was just the infilling stuff again, I think. Okay, so, another level. Let me guess, eventually we have to. Yeah, he should be easy to knock out, and except for the guy in the security tower, it should be all the dudes on this level. But then again, if they look over the railing, they see this body, you get the idea. And I'm not quite sure how observant they will be. I'm surprised they don't really clear all the prisoners right away. And then again, processing could be, well, like a fate worse than death. And also being locked up in these tiny cells without any thing to do, not any due course, and nothing whatsoever. Yeah, wow. Could you please come over here? I could use a stun dart, supposedly, but the problem is that ammo is very hard to come by, and I do not know if we can get back to Mr. Quinn. I don't think we can, right? Seems unlikely. Maybe we can find a way to free these people, or at least disable this nerve gas dispersal system, which no doubt exists here in some stage, because we read that already. And we're not immune to gas, Abido. And we don't happen to carry a gas mask around. Yeah, I think his patrol pattern is less predictable than others. Good thing it's pretty dark in here, right? Yeah, otherwise he would be able to see us, presumably. At least I would be. Yeah, the prisoners yelling non-stop doesn't make any sense. I think that wouldn't happen in a real prison. You really should stop doing this, Adam. You really should. Yeah, I don't think they would yell non-stop here for days and weeks and months at end. I don't think it would happen. Okay, this cell's actually open. Yeah, that's probably true in most cases. Why is the cell open? I'm not quite sure. Maybe someone had some privileges. I don't think the guards would need to repurpose one of those cells, right? Maybe someone was... can it be though? Their own shoes, their own supplies, and their privileges evidently, so why? I'm not sure. Well, maybe we can hide the body in here then, even though it seems to be unnecessary. I mean, it's as open as a window, so I guess. Okay, so about the other stories, do we see anyone immediately? I don't think we do. So we continue forward here pretty carefully.
Please, tell me what's going on back there in the examination area.
Or like extermination area.
2 days ago, but she hasn't come back.
Yeah, because they're processing her, I think. We don't even want to know, but then again, we only have some snippets. We don't know the entire picture. That's what we're here to find out. Okay, this area seems alright for now. I don't see anyone else. Yeah, but then want to start running because then people might be attracted to our current location. Yeah, first things first, we go for the credentials. Then we worry about freeing some of these prisoners. Although, I mean, what follow-ups do we have?
What are you gonna do with me? Please, don't send me back to the doctors. I don't want them to test me
Yeah, because they're looking for the spark, right? I mean, they could mistake me for a Belltower group, but since I don't wear the standard issue uniform and also sneaking around, I mean, with all chances. Okay, another level. I don't think we can squeeze through here. Alert panel, of course. Alright, so I think we are free then to make a move after checking on the other side, just as a precautionary measure. I really love the atmosphere. This game is, yeah, pretty good at that. Yeah, there's probably someone in the security office. And apparently they don't have CCTV, otherwise they would have been spotting me already.
Please, tell me what's going on back there in the examination.
Really? There are two people with the same friend. Okay, wow, it's interesting. That's what can we see back here? Just a glass pane, alright. Oh, do you see him? What? How many stories? That would explain why they have... Oh, I saw a sniper up here, didn't I? Yeah, I did see the laser sight temporarily. Yeah, like there. Okay, that's what I thought. So now they're going to play with. Yeah, I don't want to get on his bedside from what we have heard. Yeah, thankfully only one guy here. And it's good night for you for now. I should really kill these people. I really should. But we're not doing this for whatever reason. Okay, oh, what? God damn, fucking kill me. The same fucking hole in the floor again. Well, okay, then at least in this case it wasn't lethal. Why is there no railing back here? Because, I mean, look at this. You can't even see this, right? You're looking like this here and you're worrying about the turrets on the other side, whatever it is, and then you fall down. And there's even that fucking chair. What happens if you just work on your computer, you roll back here to stand up, and then you fall down that fucking shaft there because there's no handrail? Absolutely bullshit design, frankly. Yeah, whatever. Okay, do you have anything of interest? Okay, some credits in the pocket secretary. It's a start. Yeah, welcome to B block. What a nightmare. Yeah, they change every shift, so hopefully these are still good and for now. So, we cannot control robots and there's no cameras, so it's only automated security. Well, isn't that a delight? Well, it doesn't take too long until we get our next praxis point. Yeah, 305 experience, which, well, maybe at one stage it could happen. This is the entire detention camp, including the lower portions. And whatever that may be, I'm not sure. Actually don't want to know, could also be. But I don't think we'll be turning a blind eye to this operation. Probably not. Huh, maybe we need to earmark this for C4 planting. Just destroy the entire facility, frankly. Yeah, that's the incident we caused, I think. No one is going to here for that long. Even if they did, there would probably be a priority candidate for processing. If you annoy the guards. And this would annoy the guards. Mayor's protocol is very strict around here. Yes, we all know what that means, of course. Okay, so, well, I don't think we can do anything about these turrets, presumably. I think these are turrets, but they could also be robots, in which case we are short 1 EMP grenade. Well, the place is pretty expensive, and at the moment I have not seen any opportunity to free some of these prisoners. Okay, that's the way up. There's the morgue. Well, there's a delight, and there's an elevator. And this probably leads down into the seedier portions of this detention camp. And that's quite saying something. Well, I guess we start with the ladder, because then we don't have to worry about any security robots. Assuming, of course, they don't fall down. Imagine what would happen without regenerating health in this game, right? So, event, it leads us somewhere, I'm sure. Cable duct, whatever they called it. Alright, it's just okay, so I get it now. We just fall down here, we can bypass some people. That's the idea. We still haven't found the central security hub apparently, because we still need to upload our data chip, right, don't we? Yeah, it must be one of those devices then. There's the plug I was looking for, the socket incidentally. Okay, of course it's standard issue.
Keitner, Jensen,
There's a
I'm
practice
in your
point.
detention camp and uploading to the security mainframe now.
Copy that. Any problems?
Yeah, sort of.
Negative. I gotta say though, this isn't exactly what I was picturing when you described it.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, you need to get inside the interrogation wing and find out what Burke is hiding. Contact me when you know. Keitner out.
Now we already know some snippets, at least we have some suspicion. Yeah, so as it turns out, these robots never move close enough together for one EP grenade to work, and incidentally, I also have only 1 praxis point, so we cannot even do something about that right now. Yeah, that's lovely, right? So, we have to bypass the robots then, because attracting the attention by throwing a barrel also didn't work, in case you're wondering. That's always good. Okay, another one of those privileged cells, I guess. The robot is not coming all the way over here. But I would like to destroy said robots, because there could be a headache later. But I don't think we have that luxury. Nope, we don't, of course. So, anything of interest back here? Well, in a prisoner cell, what do you expect, frankly? Nothing is the answer. Yeah, so how far away is it? I think, yeah, okay. I think I saw a morgue someplace, and we can access said morgue exactly how. And the elevator down into the processing site also leads through the morgue. Well, it's probably not by coincidence. Yeah, this is the staircase. Then we have the morgue, and back here we have the interrogation wing, because it's marked as our objective. And let me guess, the stairs, okay, through the security checkpoint, through the interrogation wing, down the stairway, and then past, yeah, the morgue presumably, into the heart of the facility. Yeah, something like this. Okay. Time, incidentally, does stop if you're looking at the map, I believe. Yeah, the far side, of course. Where else would it be? I would like to free some of these prisoners, but with the security robots still being around and we not having any access, well, that's not going to happen. These two robots are very predictable, of course. Don't even need to stealth for this.
You bastard! You have no right!
Yeah, okay, well, if there's something in the middle, I simply cannot access it right now. I'm sorry. So we try our luck with the turret then, I guess, and someone was using a laser pointer someplace, and it usually means it's some snipers here someplace. What is that? Well, the question is, of course, if we can trigger this if we are cloaked or not. But I suppose one device being on its own could be destructible or is susceptible to EP damage. Maybe. So this must be high value prisoners if they're keeping that over here, I think. Behind this device. Yeah, they have 2 of them, of course, and we have to go through the middle, so unless we can override this stuff in some capacity or bypass it, that's not going to happen.
We have rights. I want a lawyer.
We can also jump on there apparently to get us some items. Well, do we want to do this though? There's a thing. It means we have to play with one of those turrets either way. Interesting. Of course, then we have to go down there and play with the robots in some way or another.
There's been some mistake. That shouldn't be here.
Well, I'm not quite sure if we can sneak past it or not. I'm not sure. It's technically classified as a turret according to our minimap. Well, do we try to find out? Maybe we do. We can maintain this with our energy, I believe. So, it's the same system essentially, that's what I thought. Travesty of Justice, I don't think they even know that word, lady. Yeah, there are some items over here, but is it even worth taking the detour and then moving all the way through there once again with these robots and all? It's a bit time consuming. I think we're here to find out what's going on and not play with some automated security systems. Maybe. Maybe this is too heavy, but there will be something of interest back here by chance. Or whatever. We cannot, of course, upgrade ourselves to the maximum. That's impossible. Okay, security checkpoint to interrogation wing. Always a delight. Well, I suppose technically it's possible to get back to Quinn. Maybe. Because we didn't have a transition point yet. But there's one here. Okay, are we done with the interrogation wing? I'm not going back there to pick up some pocket secretary. I'm sorry. And we cannot store anything else. Yeah, even hold anything else for that matter. Although I did consume all of my packages, unfortunately. So we have to make room for an energy pip only. At least it does recharge somewhat speedily. Since we maxed out the recharge angle, I believe.
Activating security scan.
Now we should have access now since we access the mainframe. And not the operator. We should have killed all of them, frankly. Then again, the longer Birkin is under with our presence in here, the better.
Assembled.
This may actually just double as a loading screen, right? I think.
Subject recognized.
Yeah, we have access here, no problem.
Granted.
Oh, thank you, computer. Yeah, I think it's the game's way of having a loading screen without having any actual loading screens. And this looks particularly nasty, so we leave the detention center, which was pretty dark already. Surprisingly brightly lit by comparison, and then we're moving into the interrogation wing, and suddenly it's all red and dark. Yeah, isn't that fantastic? Okay. I'm not looking forward to what we're going to find in here. How can this be any nastier than the detention camp? And we thought FEMA was bad back in Detroit, right? Alright, and so I suppose then we leave our investigations for next episode, because it was a super long recording session yet again, because the game is quite addictive as it turns out. Yeah, I'm way too exhausted to do anything else today, I'm sorry. So then we leave the rest for next episode, and with that I thank you for watching as usual, and I hope to see you next time.